Tomorrow is my mum's and stepdad's 25th anniversary party. Excitingly, I'm going to try and join in tomorrow, and not in my normal way of dressing up and waiting at home for pictures, but actually going to the place. I'm aiming for 5 minutes, maybe less, maybe more, but that's the goal. The cat has disappeared now. I thought it would actually be an excellent opportunity to talk about what something like this entails for someone like me. Everything that has to be done in order for me to maybe go to a place for 5 minutes. This party sort of was conceived of in 2019, and Mum said, "Oh, maybe you can come to the party." And in 2019 I was like, yeah, no. I was not ready for that. I knew that there would be a lot involved in order to make that happen, but I wanted to try because I knew it would mean a lot to them. The venue is in our village, probably less than 5 minutes by car. So first step, have to get there. I had just started attempting to go out in the car briefly around the village. I had to make sure I was properly reclined, my feet were raised, my earplugs were in, or ear defenders. I had to shut my eyes when we were moving. A face covering with a small pocket inside that we put a chunk of orange skin in because the orange smell cuts out the car smell, because the car smell makes me sick now. And some of those things I still have to do, some not quite as much. I don't always have to have my eyes shut. Sometimes I do, but not always. Get me, I'm a bad self. I've been in the car. I cannot get in the car to go to a place and get out of the car at the other end yet, but I can go in the car sort of around the village occasionally, like once a month maybe. And then, so it's very unlikely I will be able to go to the party, but then pandemic. Obviously not good. It has given me time to build myself up, to be able to slowly spend a little bit more time in the car. Not do it more often necessarily, because I still can't really do that. But there's a really lovely little bridge really close to my house. There's some water and there's trees, so I would go there. And at first we would have the window open and I would just breathe it in. And then we would have the door open. And then we brought a stool for me to sit on, and I would sit outside of the car on the stool, and then I would move slightly further onto the bridge and actually sit on the bridge and watch the water. Over the sort of next couple of years, not in the winter and obviously not in lockdown, I've been able to slowly improve the amount of time that I'm able to do these things. So it appeared over time that it would be more likely that I would be able to go to the party. Mum also got a new car. She now has a wheelchair adapted vehicle, which is brilliant. But the centre of gravity is in a different place, so it moves differently. So using your muscles in a slightly different way. So I've had to make sure that I've gone in the car since we've had that to make sure that I would be able to anticipate how it would move. The footwell's much bigger, so I can't brace my feet. So there's a stool in the footwell, so I can still have my legs elevated. There is a non-slip mat, because it's a very big chair, and I was literally just sliding around the chair like some kind of weird arse skating rink, which wasn't ideal for relaxing muscles. Then a donut cushion, make sure I'm fully cushioned. Sort of like 2 donut-shaped cushions, one for each arse cheek. And they make sure that you're very comfortable and your hips don't hurt, which is nice. We had to book a day's car insurance for the wheelchair adapted vehicle, so a friend of the family is getting dropped off here to drive me there and then to drive me back. So, one down. We can get to the place. Disabled parking right by the door at the place. I won't be able to stand up. But sitting down and like moving to and from, it's probably going to be too far, so I'm going to need a wheelchair. But I can't use Persephone, my electric wheelchair, because that is more energy to operate the wheelchair. So it has to be my manual wheelchair, which means we need to have someone to push it. At this point, we're in the room, kind of. But wait, we haven't got dressed yet. I forgot that. Rewind. We'll get dressed first. Probably a good plan. I want to look nice. But I need to be comfortable, because anything that's uncomfortable is going to wear down my energy quicker. I was going to wear a dress, but when you're in a wheelchair, mine has leg rests, which have your legs like that. And I don't know if you've ever been wheeled into a room crotch first, but it's not the most comfortable feeling. It makes you feel quite vulnerable. So, trousers. I had to work out the weather, because if I'm too hot, I will faint, and if I'm too cold, I will run out of energy too quickly. And then I will be in a lot of pain later because all my joints will hurt. So I have to have 3 options depending on the temperature of the day. Then you think about jewellery. I can't wear more than 1 bangle on each wrist, because if they jingle jangle, which is part of the fun, that will be too noisy for me. So I can only wear 1 bangle on each wrist. I wanted to wear big old earrings, but I have to wear that mask in the car, and earplugs, and potentially ear defenders, which aren't really earring friendly. So I have to find some other earrings to wear. Have to find a bag that's big enough to bring all the crap that I need with me, because I will need snacks, a handkerchief, because I will probably cry, another pair of glasses, because I'll either be wearing my sunglasses if it gets too much, if there's too much glare, or my regular glasses so I can see. I have to think about things on this level. Which bra is the least tiring bra? To be fair, a lot of people will probably understand that anyway, but it's worse now. So we're dressed, we're out the venue. There's 80 people on the other side of that door. So earplugs is what I'm saying, earplugs. One of my strongest and worst sensitivities is to noise. So I will be wearing earplugs at all times, possibly layering with ear defenders. It's not really much of a look, but that's what I need to do, so that's what I've got to do. I'm hoping that no one wears too much perfume, because perfume is also another sensitive, or hairspray. If they're wearing it, it's not too bad. If they spray it while I'm in there, I will start coughing and choking. And it seems so ridiculous, and every time it happens I'm really embarrassed. You know when you see kids that really overreact to something that they've eaten that they don't like? That's the impression I think I'm giving. I can't help it. That's what happens if someone sprays perfume and then comes towards me. I'm like, it's not, I can't help it, I'm sorry. Oh, we've had to ask people not to like all come at me, because suddenly everyone talking is going to be an awful lot as it is, so we're going to treat it very casually, like it's just an everyday occurrence, even though it's really not. The month of April has been completely blocked out. No visits, minimal other things. 2 weeks ahead of time, my mum cut my hair, so I would have time to get over it. I want it to be clean. I can't handle showers, they make me pass out. I had a bath on Wednesday, so I would have time to get over having a bath. And I was exhausted afterwards, so I'm glad I did that on Wednesday. And then everything is laid out ready. And I have options as well, because if I don't have options planned and something goes not to immediately to plan, and I'll just circle and be like, what do I do? Because I can't think, because I haven't got enough energy to do it. So everything has to be planned ahead of time. Food will be ready and waiting for me when I come back. And when I come back, I will say thank you to Tom, who's doing the driving, and I will come straight to bed. And I will stay in bed for the rest of the day, and quite possibly the next 2 days afterwards at least, and see how we go. Because it normally takes 24 or 48 hours before I really get the full whack on the old Payback, so I don't know how long it's going to take. I really want to go. the morning of. I have decided spending the day slowly getting dressed and making yourself look nice, and then going to a party for 5 minutes, and then coming home and going back to bed is very film noir diva. So that is the energy I'm hoping to bring to today. Just woken up from a nap, so I washed, I woke up, I rested, I washed, I rested, I ate, I rested some more, I ate again, I had a nap, and now it is time to do my makeup, or some of it anyway. I'm pretty much ready now. Got my makeup on, not got like my whole outfit on, but I'll change into that last minute. Just need to have another rest. And then it's time. Got myself ready. I'm really excited. It's just a bit nerve-wracking. Got everything sorted. Let's do this thing. Did it. 15 minutes, baby. I had 2 sandwiches, sausage, and samosa, and some water. Oh, I did it. I did it. And now sleep time. Then I have to think about, oh God, even talking about this stuff, is this boring? I don't know if this is going to be boring for you, because frankly it's a little bit boring for me, but here we are.